Can you quickly make the case for mobile voting?
Ironically, there's one election that does not have a turnout problem, and it's the presidential.
Okay.
We had around 65. Once I do the math, I'll see it'll probably be around 65% turnout in the presidential on Tuesday.
Okay.
But now look at local. So like we're here in New York City. Do you know what city council primary turnout was last year? 7.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And you could win a council seat here in a primary with like 8,000 votes. Right?
Whoa.
In a city of 8.5 million people, what I would argue is the most important city in the world. One very simple takeaway, which is every policy output is the result of a political input. Every politician makes every decision solely based on the next election and nothing else. And because we live in a world of gerrymandering, typically the only elections that really matter are primaries, and primary turnout in this country is typically 10 to 15%. So
Wow.
who is that 10 to 15%? It's the far left, it's the far right, or it's special interests on either side that know how to move money and votes in low turnout elections. And as a result, our politicians are held hostage by the extremes on either side. And what does that lead to? 2 types of government. It could be either the absolute dysfunction of Washington, D.C., where nobody can work together to get anything done, or totally one-sided governments, and whether it's the city of San Francisco on the left or the state of Texas on the right, I would say none of that is good, right? We want a world where people with different ideas and views can actually work together and not be punished for doing so. But right now, if you're a politician and your main goal is to stay in office, you're going to do whatever it takes to keep that 10 to 15% happy, and that means being as partisan and pure as possible. It doesn't mean getting things done.